Alright, so we'll start it there. We got a little lizard that we caught right there on top of the hill. And let's keep walking. Last time I was walking out here, it was more towards the winter. And, here's a nice smooth rock. Like a good missile weapon. It might have been one. Who knows? So now I know what to look for. I might be able to see him a little easier. There, yep, there's one right there. So he's right there at the entrance. Cool. So I'm getting to see quite a few of them now. And it could be that I'm out at the right time, too. So I'll click over this way. Not necessarily trying to spook them. So 2 lizards. You can kind of see that the ground gets soft and even kind of can fall in. So you got to be careful when you're walking. I'm sure there's quite a few of them. There's doves up ahead. And you got to kind of move slow because there are copperheads out here. And those can ruin your weekend. Or doves. Yeah, a lot of doves. So anytime I see all these holes, I kind of move a little slowly. And I'm out here just for a leisurely walk and get some sun. Because it tends out here. Now it's later in the afternoon. I think maybe around 3 or 4. I've seen them move. So if I have them. Kind of like see that shadow go. But you gotta be very careful. Especially when you start getting in areas that have a little bit more cover. There we go, doves. I tell you, I'd be eating good. If I was out here hunting, I've seen over 50 doves out here so far. And they would be pretty easy taken. So like I said, you can see this is where the lizard is. You can even see the kind of tail drag there. And you want to move slowly because I don't want to sit there and come up on a snake. If they know I'm coming, then they will get out of the way. But if I move quickly and surprise them, well then that's a whole different story. Okay, look here where there's some shade. You almost got like lizard towns. I'm sure there's got to be hundreds of them out here. And then you got here where there's a little bit of cover. And it's not much, but it's some. And I'm surprised I'm not seeing any hawks out here. So you never know when you're going to have anything of interest. Like those TV programs where they kind of sit there and improvise it. I don't have that ability. I do have the ability to get some sun, get that vitamin D going. It's just good exercise. Doesn't have to be vigorous exercise. but it beats, just sitting on the couch. We can come out here and, there we go. Now there, off in the distance, we got a vulture. He's right above that cloud, so that's gotta be him there. So I know I got some dove over here. And like I said, when you got this type of undergrowth, you gotta move slowly, because this is where a snake could be hiding. And we don't need to sit there and surprise each other. There's the doves. Got plenty of them. Different times of year, you'll see different types of animals more often. I think because it's cooling down a little bit, and those lizards will come out to warm up for the evening. That's probably why I caught those too. I'm sure they're not the only ones here. There's their entrances. You can tell this is probably a bigger one. Or it might have been a coyote digging after one. So where these bushes are, these are like little micro environments. And even though there's sparse cover, it will hold a little bit more moisture. It will retain a little more of the cool weather or heat at night. And it does give it an advantage of living there. Makes me appreciate all that greenery I have. People used to live out here before all the modern day amenities. Like, how did they survive? Oh, this is what I mean by get out in the sun and walk. You don't have to walk hard. You just gotta keep moving. Get the blood moving. You can tell the wind must have picked up here and a bunch of trash. I was gonna bring a bag with me, but I couldn't find one. There's 5 or 6 beer cans right here. There's a lot of cover, so I'm going through it really slow. If there ever was a place for a snake to be, this would be a good place for it. Especially when you got that mesquite there, providing a lot of cover and shade. So kind of fun. Lizard just went blasting in there. Just happened to see it in the corner of my eye. They're small, only a couple inches, 3-4 inches. But there's bigger ones out here. I haven't been able to scare them up yet. See, that's like a lot of cover there. So I'm gonna kind of walk around it. Because if there was a snake hiding, that's where I'd be hiding. A nice concealment. And I suppose at night, you'd probably have other things. and wander around. It's not a long walk, it's enough to get my 10 to 15 minutes of sun in. And I'll produce all the vitamin D I need. Get me a little color back. When I do go for walks, I usually have the shirt off. And I'm sure it's been fading over the last couple of weeks because I haven't been able to do it as often. There we go, a bunch of doves. A big old bucket. Wonder if it's any good. Or is it busted up? Yeah, it looks like it's chewed up pretty bad. A little in better shape. I grabbed it. Oh, this is a beautiful day. Oh, there I seen them. Well, you didn't see them because I had the camera at me. There's one right there in that hole. And they'll probably come out to the other holes. So it looks like they kind of get a little more active this time during the day. And they're hard to see, but once they move, then you pretty much got them. There we go. There's one right there. See if I can zoom in on him. He's heading for it. He's heading for it. I think I have him. It's hard for me to see. I think he's right. All right, let me get to. Kind of gotta look for. I think he's right there. Yeah, there he is. Got him. So, third lizard I captured on it. I'll bring it out a little bit. Once I head towards him, you'll see him. Probably skedaddle. There he goes. So they seem pretty thick around here. If I move slow, I can catch him. And that one I knew he was there because I seen him move, even from a pretty good distance. I was like, aha, movement. And that's how I found him. So, 3 on film, 2 I seen. Besides that, so 5, and so motions I seen. It was probably at least 7 I went by. So they have a lot of these round rocks. It's a little smaller, but it's curious. They look like a perfect missile weapon. That's the second one I found. It looks like a perfect rock to use for like a sling. Yep, there's one. Oh, he's right. There's that hole. He's right there. I mean, they look like the. There you go. See him moving? They look just like the twigs. And, you know, camouflage is a good thing. So moving slowly and purposely, I was able to sneak up on them. This is how fitness can be fun. Just go out there and explore. Enjoy the things that you see, wildlife that you come up upon. Take advantage of the sunshine. Sun makes you feel better, makes you happy. Happiness is a walk in the sun. I'm gonna head back in. So with that, remember everybody, rest, nutrition, proper exercise, walk in the sun. Have a good time.